Hello and welcome everybody. This is Double Player and this is, I think, take 4 after having my Dota 2 client crash 3 times in a row. After starting recording this, losers bracket finals of the International 4 American qualifiers. The winner of this game will get to fight in a final game for a spot in the main tournament itself. While the loser of the series, this is a series, a best of 3. The loser of this series will go home. And we actually have quite a faded encounter, one might say. We have Team Liquid against Sneaky Nyx Assassins. Why faded? As Sneaky Nyx Assassins consists, amongst other players, to ex-members of Team Liquid, actually, Fluff and Stuff and IX Mike. But let's get back to the picks. Darkseer was the first pick for Team Liquid. I think they were just worried that he might get banned again. Probably going to be played by Bulba. Mirana pick up for TC. And a Dragon Knight for Qualifier, possibly. Dragon Knight used to be played on mid quite a bit, as he could quite easily get himself some last hits and harass his opponent at the same time with the help of his Breathe Fire skill. But yeah, we also have Disruptor, Tiny and Shadow Demon on Sneaky Nyx Assassin's side. Disruptor with his all-powerful limbs might be quite annoying to Miranda, for example. If she gets thunderstruck and then leaps away, Disruptor will just glimpse her back to wherever she was 4 seconds ago, which is beyond the Call of Duty to negate her leap. We also have a Shadow Demon and Nyx Assassin, so we're going to probably see those two work together in unison to take Team Liquid squish their heroes down, such as Darkseer and Mirana. And Team Liquid is going to pick up Wraith King, most likely, almost assuredly, a support Wraith King for Way 2. And last bans are going to come up. Quite amused by the Shadow Fiend ban during the second banning phase from Sneaky Nyx Assassins, because they didn't want to risk Team Liquid picking up Shadow Fiend for the Darkseer's Vacuum into Shadow Fiend's Requiem of the Souls combo. And the Keeper of the Light getting banned, as there was actually a game yesterday where Keeper of the Light got an Agnus Scepter. I think it was actually game 2 of Team Liquid versus North American Rejects, and North American Rejects were falling quite behind until their Keeper of the Light picked up Aghanims and was able to increase the sustainability of NAR by quite a bit. There's also going to be an Elder Tynan from Team Liquid, mostly known for his ability to quite safely harass, if at the cost of quite a bit of mana. Why Elder Tynan can pretty much phase out any melees, even though he's a melee himself. Even if he doesn't walk up with the bonus damage from Ancestral Spirit. 1 minute left, or SNA's last pick. And so far we aren't really seeing any late game picks. Well, since Tiny is more of a ganking hero, Well, he can become quite the base crusher with Aghanims. But yeah, SNA's last pick is going to be Nature's Prophet. So as to might possibly offlane pickup against the Darks here. Which, well, first of all, he's ranged, so he doesn't really care about Iron Shell. Or at least not as much as melee heroes hate Iron Shell. But yeah, Wraith King has been picked up by Team Liquid quite a few times lately. It seems they have started to love his stun and Vampiric Aura. Like, I'm pretty sure they don't really care about his Mortal Strike, considering they don't ever build him into a carry. But still, from time his damage from time to time can be just a bit they need. Like, 2 seconds left from last pick, and Bane picked at the last second. And everyone's suddenly a stand-in on Sneaky Next Assassin's side. Oh, it's actually going to be a mid-Mirana as she gets picked up by Qualifier. Which is not very usual nowadays. Not that she doesn't have the capability. I mean, she gets levels so she can travel from lane to lane and hopefully shoot that crucial 5-second stun Sacred Arrow. It's actually going to be a carry Dragon Knight. And Pegasus is going to be picking up Pain shortly afterwards.
5 seconds remaining.
We have so here we are in game, and keep forgetting to turn off the random interface, but let's go with it. It's from TI3, even if it's not in fashion, screw that. Anyway, on SNA's side we have Whitebeard playing as Disruptor, Ush or Sage playing as Tiny, who, yeah, that's the Ice Infusion. It looks a bit weird. I hope not my PC is not dying. Either way, Ike's Might on Nyx Assassin, Fluff and Stuff on Shadow Demon, and SNA on Prophet. SNA needs to hope for now that they don't just suddenly get thrown out for putting in only stand-ins in an official TI4 game. And on Team Liquid side we have Quakefa on Mirana, Pegasus on Bane, Waitu on Wraith King, DC on Dragon Knight, and Pulpa on Darkseer. Wait, is this actually going to be ultimately a mid Dragon Knight played by TC? I'm kind of confused. Well, again, like I said, Dragon Knight is a viable mid and he used to be played quite a bit, but either way. Illusion Room being picked up by Office Stuff. Yeah. X-Mike and Whitebeard are actually going to be training together. SNA together on top. I should have added, and Wraith King, Bane, and Rana are going to be together on top with the quite famous Nightmare into Sacred Arrow setup. And TC gets disrupted and Avalanche hits him, and he falls to 220 HP, but Nyx Assassins can't really forward do any more, at the moment at least. So how did I not catch that Sneaky Nyx Assassins picked the Nyx Assassin? The irony fell right through. Qualifier Blast getting A nice Nightmare Denied by Whitebeard. That would be quite a well, maybe not that painful Sacred Arrow hitting Ike Spike, but still that would have been quite dangerous. But yeah, in terms of last hits, is getting twice as many, and Bulba is actually going to just creep cut. What are you doing, Bulba? You're not playing his axe. He gets promptly scared away, although he does get the creeps that he so needs. And TC is going to pick up this DD roam. Quite amusing, or well, unusual for me to see a Dragonite not picking up a Dragon Tail on level 1. Although on mid you don't really have anyone to help you with any additional damage, as TC gets avalanched and disrupted as well, and he heals it right back up with his bottle. And wait, two and Ike Spike just standing off. Yeah. There's a Soul Ring coming up for TC. I keep expecting to see Quakefuss name above Dragon Knight. Yeah. And the Sacred Arrow hits Ike Spike as the Nightmare Denies were going on, but... And Ike Spike actually hits a double Impale. Will it actually save him? No, it will not, but that was very close, as Whitebeard was also trying his damnedest to body block Quakefa. But still, Quakefa was really patient with his Sacred Arrow. I think he actually stopped casting it like 3 times? I'm not sure. So, and I'm not sure if it was ultimately aimed at... oh, was that Soul Ring actually for Darkseer? Yeah, it was. Whoops. I just assumed it was supposed to be for TCS. It's a popular pickup. And Quakefa gets glimpsed. And Quakefa might actually be dead. And he dies, or he, rather. Will SNA live? Well, Whitebeard won. Or... Whitebeard actually lives, as Ike Spike gets a Nightmare, and then SNA and Whitebeard both very low HP. I mean, SNA was surely below, maybe even 10 HP. I wasn't really looking. It's quite unfortunate for Team Liquid, as they lose Quakefa and get nothing in return. At least Quakefa doesn't get set back as much as he could have due to the first block. But yeah, well, being crowed up, assuming by USH, or well, they can just share the battle with each other. So I think the battle has absolute ownership. The battle and build of strength going to TC. So it seems TC won't be buying a Midas, and the smoke used by Liquid. And as this goes in, Dragon 4 being used along with the Dragon Tail, Great Fire Blast, and Tiny Falls, with Flop and stuff being way too far away to be able to do anything. Quakefa gets hit. Sacred Arrow hitting Ike Spike. And Quakefa decides to leap only after the Thunder Strike falls off of him. Which is a very wise choice, as I don't think he would like being moved back to his unfavorable position. Was it? Oh, and then this room before SNA.
Is under attack.
And speaking of, well, nothing really. In terms of last hits, Bulba has a 15 acid advantage over SNA. No, that's not SNA. Whoop. And multiple Wrath of Nature, Disruption, and Avalanche being used to take down TC, and he falls to a toss. So, a mid for a mid. Eye for an eye, mid for a mid. That's what SNA decides to go for.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Liquid will just see to push this tower as SNA goes to the jungle to get those crucial assets. And he goes to help his teammates finish off Qualifier. But this will be actually a turnaround as Whitebeard gets hit with a Sacred Arrow and he dies. And Qualifier is still going in hard even though he has 150 HP and no mana for anything. But yeah, that was quite unfortunate, and also SNA wasted his time pretty much as he TP'd on top and tried to block Quakefa's any sort of escape route, but Quakefa had his leap ready. Bulba surging up, and Dragon Tail being used on Whitebeard. Well, a replica actually dumped right on top of Whitebeard. Disruption being used on TC. Love his stuff. Barely alive. And Darkseer is actually going to survive. Moonlight Shadow being used, so if there's no detection, Team Liquid is actually going to get away scot-free, but yeah, they killed Whitebeard. I really forgot. Goldfish memory and such. But yeah, Fluff and stuff was quite fortunate to... Okay, he got hit by multiple spells and all that, but he was never hit by a Shadow Poison. No, that wasn't Fluff and stuff. Shoot, I meant Bulba. Whoops. And another smoke being picked up by Way 2, who's close. Well, not very close, but getting ready to finish off his power treads. Good levels, shall we? And Tiny is now level 6, as was quite behind. I don't see his eyes fusion. I don't know what the hell is going on. Model looks. Oh yeah, they did update his model. That's why I can't really understand his model. And maybe that's why his Ice Infusion isn't working. Well, either way, Tiny only just now, well, 400 experience points ago, got his first level in Grow. Although he was in a dual lane along with Fluff and Stuff, who still doesn't have his 6th level, which is quite a powerful ultimate. And yeah, Dragon Form being used, deal a bit of damage to middle tier 1. And I have to say, the Sneaky Nyx Assassin needs to figure out Vendetta and the smoke being used by Sneaky Nyx Assassins. They try to track down someone and Pegasus gets found out, but they don't really do anything with that, as they immediately back out when they figure out that Qualifier is there as well. Yeah, let's look at the gold advantage. Even though they haven't killed a single tower for themselves, the advantage is going 4,000, 4k gold lead, and Great Fire Blast and Qualifier with his Starstorm are going to finish up Nature's Prophet. And Bulba will get some gold from Prophet's Treants. But yeah. No, wait, why did I say that it's SNA getting more gold? I think I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. Whoops. It's almost 5k gold lead for Liquid, which makes much more sense. And SNA is actually going to pick up. I'm not sure what SNA was hoping for with the Sprout, as you cannot just cancel a TP by just moving someone. And Ida's just sitting in base.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Sure, you're picking up a point booster for Tiny, as he's pretty much rushing his Aghanims. And Liquid is actually going to take their second tower.
Top tower has
With TC getting the last hit. And oh, and Qualifier, no, yeah, Qualifier, actually got himself Midas as well. Light Shadow being used. Okay, so that the C can get in there fast enough with Surge as well to Dragon Tail SNA, but it's actually going to be a very good TP support from SNA, and they will actually kill off TC, or will they? Seems like it. Well, the TP is being used by SNA, who was still very low health. But yeah, one of the Treants actually blocked an arrow that would have hit Ike's Mike, but or maybe it was the Spike Carapace. I'm pretty sure it was a Treant that blocked the arrow. And way to level 7, so he has maxed out his stun himself. And he actually gets glimpsed back into the status storm and kinetic field, as he has no way of survival, as SNA TPs in to help Ush finish up. And the way to actually kills off Disruptor with the damage over time from Fire Blast and Nightmare being used on Ush, but SNA takes it off. And Pegasus actually takes on the Nightmare on himself, and Shadow Demon deals the final blow on Darkseer, and Nature's Prophet finishes off Pegasus. As that was quite a team fight, which started with a simple glimpse into Static Storm. So yeah, the goalie, yeah, it's right now bouncing back up towards the ace half of the chart. In terms of experience, it's quite close to being 0. I mean, the difference is only about 600. He picks himself up a DDE room, which is quite a dangerous thing for him to have, as okay, double damage is known for only doubling the base damage, but that base damage isn't so small on the Tiny with Grow. Sacred Arrow misses, although Push and Flop and Sub pretty much had to like push each other around to get away from his path. Qualifier is going to pick up some farm on top with his TP coming to him, so he can still help. I'm not sure when that mechanism was picked up by Volva, but still is going to help Liquid stay that much longer in team fights. And that's going to be, pretty sure it's going to be a Maelstrom picked up by TC. Well, not soon, but still. And Ike Spike, along with the Fluff and Whitebeard, actually going to hunt. And Quakefa is wise for SNA's tricks. And SNA is not going to find anyone. Oh, excuse me. With that camera slip. And Ash has to not Ash, TC rather. I thought they were going to plant something for TC, but just went away. And he needs to be careful so he doesn't get an arrow to his face. Though Qualifier doesn't really have that much follow-up on his own. And it's going to be a 5-man push on the mid lane. And Tiny gets himself the second level of grow, increasing his damage to 200. TT using his dragon form, getting demonic purse, impaled, and static storm on top of that. Moonlight Shadow being used, but and is TC actually going to survive? No, a sentry was placed, and Bulba dies as well, and Pegasus is in quite a bit of trouble as well. So that's 3 down for Liquid, as I'm not sure what they were trying to do. I mean, okay, did they get the tower? No, this was actually denied by SNA. And this middle tower is sure to be the first tower kill in this game for SNA. But really, I'm not really sure what was Team Liquid's idea.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Team Liquid is going to push bottom lane quite a bit. And a glimpse moves Qualifier not that far behind. Not even behind. And an 80-minute axe for Tiny as he finds another DD rune. And this time he actually has a cleave. One of the strongest cleaves actually in the game. If I remember correctly, only Sven's Great Cleave out-cleaves Tiny's melee splash damage. So I don't say cleave one anymore. Which I still did. Like dagger pickup. Picked up by Ike's Mike. Play 2. Doesn't have really that much. Oh, that's a broadsword. But yeah, he's been picking up blade mail late, usually in any game. Well, maybe not all games, but he has been shying away from that item. And I don't see Qualifier. Well, I assume he's gathering gold for something. Wondering. Oh, that's actually a blade mail being finished by. Wait. Let's look at items. Yeah, like I said, there's oh. When did Nyx actually finish? Nyx. IX Mike finish his arcane boots. I must have missed that. I'm kind of curious. What is this overclock for? Is it going to be for Heaven's Halberd to disarm Tiny, who they've noticed was actually going for a Ganons rather than a BKB? But the moment they just hear, yeah, Moonlight Shadow being used. But it seems SNA is wise, this ultimate. But still, that shows how powerful that ultimate is. They had to like run away pretty much because they wouldn't know where Team Liquid is before it was way too late. And TC picks up a Black King bar for himself. I assume he doesn't want to get caught again, just like he did on the fight for the middle tier 1. Radiant middle tier 1. And I never noticed how little Whitebeard has. Although he has a 1500 gold. I'm not really sure what he's gathering for. Maybe he's gathering for the boots of travel, so he can just appear anywhere on the map and glimpse back whoever is planning to run away. It'll be quite amusing. And effective as well, actually. IX Mike using Vendetta. Still level 10, which is quite makes his Vendetta quite impaired. as opposed to well, compared to Vendetta third level, Vendetta, since the duration and cooldown drastically change, becoming equal actually on the third level. But now it's what 20-second duration and then effectively 50-second cooldown. But yeah, it's kind of amusing how there aren't really that many ultimates that well, if TC gets his third level of ultimate, it's going to be quite a pain in the butt of SNA, since that splash slow. I can look up how. Oh no, never mind. It actually slows by 30%, attack speed by 20. Oh, I always thought it only slows movement speed. But yeah, whenever he gets Ice Dragon form or whatever, Blue Dragon form, whoops, will be able to become an annoyance. And actually, no, that was a Blink Dagger pickup by Whitebeard, so he can go in that much further. It's kind of sort of effectively making Glimpse have the range of 3000 if he wants to, if he uses a Blink Dagger and then glimpses back someone from Liquid.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And SNA is actually going to go for one of tier 1. Pegasus nightmaring out Hush as he gets Dragon Tail, and Fiend's Grip being used by but it gets disrupted by the disruption. And Ush, is he going to die? Yes, he's going to die. Moonlight Shadow being used. And Fluff and stuff barely making out of their life, but and while SNA they get a tower, was quite an unfortunate like pick off, as it seems that Liquid feels optimistic enough to take this Roche, and both and Tiny now gets a BKB, so this time it's his turn to get burned by disables and grab a BKB immediately afterwards. I like how TC, even though it might have seemed premature, but he was just being cautious as hell. And like I said, can't blame him. And Ike's Mike just vendettas the hell out of Pegasus. Way too stunning out SNA and getting surged as well. But afterwards he gets the demonic purge. Will he actually die as he gets glimpse and he will die. Took them quite a long time to actually initiate a reincarnation. Mike blinks away, but he can't really do that much. And Team Liquid finishes off Roshan. So Wei2 was pretty much able to create space. Oh, I was about to say without losing his for free, but no, he ultimately falls. And well, by using his BKB, as he got way too close to SNA. And that's a 10-second BKB charge being used, like, well, for a reason, but at the same time due to overextension. Could be that the ages? Qualifier. Yeah, that's actually Maelstrom being slowly built by Great King. Oh, and the mantle was actually picked up by Qualifier. Considering by the 1000 gold ago even. Dragon Knight found himself Hyperzone. Unlike Shadow, but SNA is too wise for that and teleports away. And Gem being picked up by Disruptor, as it seems that they have had enough of spending more and more money on sentry wards. Yeah, Tiny is 2 levels away from his level 16, which will give him an additional 50 bonus base damage and make him that much faster, as well as increase his toss damage, which is another thing to scoff at until very late game. But even still, at the very late game, it still has the power to move your enemy if you can get him alone and you can get a good spot to toss him at. Like, for example, your team. And yeah, it seems Ice Infusion has been stopped working after after the new model has been installed in Dota 2. Though his eyes are still blue and dreamy. But yeah, I wonder how much Bulba regrets going so deep. He had to use a 10-second beacon charge. But now we have a Moonlight Shot on level 3, which okay, the fade delay reduction is not that big of a deal, but reducing the cooldown by 20 seconds might make all the difference in the world. Moonlight Shadow, which was kind of the reason that Mirana would not be picked, as it used to cost crazy amounts of mana, and Mirana already has mana issues, but 75 mana seems to be the right spot. Ix Mike walking around in Vendetta, finally on his 11th level. And actually, Shadow Demon and Bane being less than level 11. Although Fluff is not that far away from getting the 11th level, as long as he gets close to any kill or some melee creeps not being used. Sonic Purge being used on Qualifier, and Aegis will be used. Liquid is already coming up, and Fiends were being used and immediately cancelled. It was a horrible misclick. Warp Replica being used, BKBs used on both sides, as TC stuns out SNA, if I right. Breathe Fire being used to finish off Tiny. Moonlight Shadow being quite useful for Bane to get away, as he's still being actually chased by Namikun minions. I actually forgot who picked that one up. And oh, the gem actually didn't trade teams, as Fluff was able to pick it up for Team Liquid. I assume they noticed the gem, but they couldn't pick it up. But yeah, so Team Liquid lost on Aegis, but picked up 3 kills. I don't think they mind that sort of a trade. I mean, the Aegis was already, well, not close to being taken, with about 2.5 minutes left, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Tiny, even though he used his, even though he was Fiend's Grip, and the Fiend's Grip was immediately, although I'm not sure, does Glimpse immediately give some sort of, no. I guess it was just a misclick by Pegasus, because I did see the Fiend's Grip going on Tiny and then immediately just getting interrupted. And I'm not sure if that could have been anything else. Although, maybe it was again the same thing that happened earlier with Tiny getting disrupted. I might have missed that. But yeah, gold chart going up and down, up and down. Now it's going in Liquid's favor. Not a big surprise considering the latest team fight. And the experience is taking a sharp turn towards the bottom of the screen, with a 5k experience lead for Liquid. yeah, let's fumble around to find net worth. So Tiny is still a bit ahead of Qualifier, and Team Liquid gets impatient as the pause was issued without any reason being given. What? Thanks, Mike says, don't know, even though he's the one who said pause. Well, him and Fluff. But yeah, that BKB helped Tiny to survive a bit, but then he ultimately still fell. At least he got himself a chainmail before dying. So it's quite visible he's going for an AC, and he needs what is it? About 2100 more gold to finish that. I can see how much does someone need. And Wraith King finishing his Maelstrom.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I remember seeing a hammer on someone on Liquid's team. I thought the hammer was on... Oh no, TC just used it to build the BKB. Whoop. Whitebeard blinks in, tries to catch someone. Qualifier leaps right in the middle of trees. X-Mike getting himself even more mobility in the form of Force Staff. That was actually a glyph being used on both sides. A glimpse actually catching out Koikfa into a Static Storm, and Koikfa will finally fall. And the goal will go to Tiny, which is quite unfortunate for Team Liquid, as he gets this much closer. Oh, he actually bought himself the recipe already, so he's 1300 gold away from finishing his Assault Cuirass, and even less now, as he gets last hit on the tower. So yeah, Team Liquid, even though they had they still have the advantage, but it doesn't seem that they were able to use it well, as Koikfa gets caught out and Team Liquid suddenly seems injured. Tail being used on the Ush, but just walks away. So there isn't really anything Team Liquid can do. I don't know why I thought I heard a Wall of Replica being used by Darkseer, which is why I was looking around frantically. The BKB getting picked up by... Wait, how many BKBs is that already? One on Tiny, and then 3 on the Liquid side. I'm still quite amused by Bulba's decision to pick up his Blanking Bar. Although I'm pretty sure it helped him quite a lot in that Aegis for 3 exchange. But yeah, SNA are actually going to walk around and try to get rid of the top tier 2. Which they will do, as a Tiny on 3rd level of Grow and with an Agdams, like I said, he's a base crusher. So if he doesn't get stopped, Team Liquid's outer defenses are going to drop very, very soon. Not to mention the only tower outside the base that is left for Liquid. Oh, they're actually going to finish out the tier 3, and BKB is being used. Vacuum, Wall of Replica, but not replicating anyone actually. BKB being used by Ush. Demonic Purge, and Ike's might get stunned. But he was able to Vendetta. There's middle barracks actually fall. And Ush gets killed off as a glimpse only helps Qualifier just get away from anything too dangerous. And way too. Oh, the ranged barracks fell to the Necro book minions, as they are, well, famous for being quite good pushers. And ultimately it is a level 3 in Necronomicon. Yeah, throughout the whole team fight, I'm pretty sure only Tiny died. Yeah, but and well, Team Liquid's ranged barracks. Liquid is going to try and get some money out of Radiant Jungle. Yeah, in terms of hero level, ooh, there's the TC finally got himself the blue dragon form. Though he doesn't really. Okay, he got himself an AC, so yeah, he does have damage right now. As I was about to say that, might want to get himself some more items if he wants to be more effective than he's been so far. Well, that's not to say TC wasn't really helping. I mean, the range on the dragon tail, while in dragon form, helps stun someone in place for 3 seconds. It did seem to help against Ush. Team Liquid is actually going to get scouted out that they're doing Roche, but SNA doesn't really have anything to say about that. Still don't know how to read that clock, but even though it's much more readable, but either way, Murana gets the second Aegis of the game, and SNA picks himself up a Hex, which is not only known. Okay, Demonic Purge, Impale, Static Storm being used on TC as he falls before he can even react. Way 2 is close to being killed. Vacuum being used on Vulnerable Replica, which isn't going to really do that much. And Way 2 might fall before. Will he fall? No, he will not even get to use his reincarnation, but still, Team Liquid has been forced quite a bit back. And Ush, this is his BKB, as he was rightly worried about getting disabled, rightly so. And not only TC, they also get melee ranks on middle. Yeah, let's look at items. Oh, Disruptor seems to be building up for an Aghanim's, which is known for making his ultimate an AoE Doom, as it allows Static Storm to disable items, and a Chrysalis going to Tiny, which is quite a deadly weapon with his cleave, which I mentioned couple team fights ago, let's say, instead of minutes. But yeah, I never really noticed that Force Up on SNA, but that can't really be a bad pickup ever, as it does give quite a couple of cool stats like intelligence and the HP regen, and also allows for the mobility of yourself or your teammates. But yeah, and never mentioned that Wraith King got himself gem of Truth Side of his own. At least I'm pretty sure that's his. Can't really check, it doesn't say for whatever reason. But yeah, Lola was pretty much using his BKB so we can get in Vacuum and Wall of Replica, but I don't think those walls were really effective so far in the game. Nice Mike getting Vlad's, so that Tiny doesn't need to worry about getting some sort of lifesteal for himself. Not to mention, the Vlad's aura will. Oh, it's in the here. Who the hell bought the plants? I was pretty sure it was IX Mike, but not anymore. Did he immediately sell it? Or I guess I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe I just had hallucinations. But yeah, Liquid is going to alongside column lane. They try to get a tower advantage on at least one lane. But they decide against it as they see SNA coming in closer and closer to top racks. And Wraith King actually finishes off his Mjolnir. So okay, his Mortal Strike is not going to be that useless anymore, although his crits won't be that spectacular. It's only going to be about how many times can he will his Mjolnir Chain Lightning proc, which isn't really often as far as I'm seeing. There's the first one. Invisibility being picked up by Max Mike. As if he didn't have enough. Glimpse being used on TC as he gets Hex, but no further follow-up as Team Liquid way too just going in hard, gets surged, bypasses the kinetic field, but isn't able to get in range. At the end, there's no network. It's actually SNA who got ahead of everyone, but ultimately there is a reason why why Nature's Prophet is sometimes jokingly called as Nature's Prophet. Yeah, that tower kill allowed Qualifier to safely get himself an MKB. I'm pretty sure no one really has any way of evasion on the SNA's side, but still, this damage with the 15 attack speed and the chances to mini bash and the BKB being picked up by SNA, which alongside with the Hex pickup, I didn't really finish that sentence. Hex is quite powerful on Prophet as it makes him a formidable damage dealer, since it gives him quite a bit of DPS, since, well, 35 intelligence translates to 35 damage, and also the 10 agility helps with the 10 attack speed and all that. Moonlight Shadow being used, TC uses his BKB and Dragon Tail. SNA BKBs and tries to go away, but he dies. Demonic Purge being used on Quakefa, as both TC and Quakefa get trapped in Static Storm, and TC falls to Shadow Poison Bulba, BKBs and Vacuums. But Whitebeard is actually going to fall. Ush throwing way to the Pegasus. Here have your Wraith. And Ush gets caught by a stun as he opts to not use his BKB, and he tries to catch a Pegasus, but Pegasus was able to just walk around the trees and lose Ush, and Quakefa finishes off Fluff and picks up the gem, which they can just safely tuck away into their stash. And tier 4's actually got a bit of damage, not that much, but considering that, well, Team Liquid doesn't really have any ways of healing that damage, it's every little bit of damage counts quite a bit on this last bastion of defense before the Ancient itself. And the Daedalus getting picked up by Ush. And things are getting quite hairy for Team Liquid, because if they are caught out, I don't think they have really any way of stopping Tiny from just destroying their base. And Jam being bought by Whitebeard and given to Fluff, who buys Vlad's, which gives not only the 16% lifesteal, which is quite a good thing for both Nature's Prophet and Tiny. Although, no, wait. Yeah, lifesteal is only for melee. Silly me. But there's but still, yeah, the 15% damage increase as well makes him go from 400 damage to 450 damage, and every little bit counts, considering that he has the cleave and Daedalus. I'm still quite impressed that Ash was able to decide against using his BKB for the second time, as he almost gets Sacred Arrowed point blank, but Ash was able to make one step forward and not get hit by that. The field used defensively so that Liquid cannot chase them, as the amount of those who root for Team Liquid supposedly falls to 10, which I find quite unbelievable. And the gold chart, it was going quite heavily, like it almost got to the line of 0, but it got back down to 5,000 after the team fight on bottom. So let's think. Wait, what items are? Oh, it's a smoke. I was wondering if Whitebeard was actually able to finish off his Aghanims, as it would be quite big, because if he just uses his Static Storm before Qualifier finishes off SNA, no, not really. I guess it was a well-placed arrow along with Star Storm and damage that killed up SNA before he could really do anything. Stun being used on Ike Spike, but Spike Carapace renders it on the follow-up payable. Screw creating your words. But yeah, I'm not sure what is. I expect getting money for a hex for himself. I'm not sure. Knowing Purge being used on way 2, Sacred Arrow, hitting Ike's Mike, who carapaces himself, but he might actually be killed because of that. Ike's Mike is disrupted. SNA uses his BKB as well as Qualifier. TC gets Hex before he can use his BKB. Ash going in. Darkseer uses his Vacuum and Wall, but Ash just destroys Bane and TC. SNA and falls. And Ash is very close to killing off Bulba. But 3 buybacks from Team Liquid, I just realized. Holy cow, I mean, there's quite a lot of gold being spent. Because Team Liquid knows that if they do not fend off Tiny properly, he'll just go in and destroy the towers. And the buybacks were able to... where are my buybacks? There we go. And X being picked up by Darkseer. Oh yeah. That was actually the third Roche, and Cheese went to TC. So, like I said, those were actually 3 buybacks being used. Oh, I never really noticed that SNA actually bought back himself, and he still died again. So that's quite unfortunate. Yes, well, the gold could have been spent on something entirely different, or and not only that, there's still the 4 minute, remaining 4 minutes of cooldown on buyback. And Qualifier gets himself a Maelstrom. As they're trying to out cleave a tiny cleave with multiple maelstroms slash Mjolnirs. I can't really tell at that point in time. So Ghost Scepter being picked up by Fluff as well. This is his answer to quite a lot of physical damage on Liquid's side, who are currently moving towards the middle lane, as SNA is still planning their next move. That's a step of Wizardry, Whitebeard. 2,000 more gold for the AoE Doom. Level is I expect, yeah, it's 14. Smoke being used. Liquid. As Ix Mike finds Quakefa finds Ix Mike rather. Sacred Arrow being used, but Ix Mike nimbly avoids it with the bonus move speed from Vendetta. And ultimately nothing else really happens. I have to say this has been a game full of back and forth. Although the chart doesn't really say anything otherwise, but even like the gold advantage is shown that it's in position of Team Liquid. But at the same time, Moonlight Shadow being used as why was it used? I'm kind of not sure what was the point of that, as Quakefa gets hexed, but nothing else. Age is being reclaimed in less than 3 minutes. But yeah, like I said, okay, sure, the gold advantage is on the Team Liquid side, but the moment but they had to use 3 buybacks to be able to fend off Ash and his crazy damage being dealt to buildings. I mean, if he and Fluff are alive, or well, anyone with Vlads, but Fluff is the carrier, Ash will just destroy the tier 4s. One of them actually went almost below 50% HP. But yeah, something tells me that everyone on Team Liquid is pretty much only gathering for buyback. And Team Liquid is actually going to... Oh, a BKB being used by SNA and TC. Is SNA going to actually die? Still has 10 seconds on this. Okay, TC gets tossed. SN actually says so with a Sprout. BKB being used by Arch and Quakefa. And Arch actually gets Fiend's Grip. Ix Mike gets this close to reincarnating Wraith King. TC almost gets killed, but he turns away as actually finishes off Disruptor. Tiny, rather. And Liquid has Fluff and stuff in their hands as the gem drops. So no one really, no one died on Team Liquid's side. If this goes on like that, I mean that's a 4-0 in favor of Liquid. this goes on, even though the SNA has like this big passage right through the middle to the ancient, they can't really seem to get themselves an opening to use it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
As Ike's Mike is just burning out Bulba's mana. Spike Carapace bouncing off the Mjolnir proc. Wait. Oh hell, I missed the courier kill. Team Liquid's courier kill. As it had a talisman, quite fast talisman of evasion. No, actually, sees. I guess he's going for MS Halberd. Oh yeah, I remember. Was a Ogre Club on Darkseer, but oh yeah, he finished it into a BKB. Obviously, I'm just quite confused with Darkseer getting a BKB, as he only just goes in, vacuums Wall of Replica, and then he pretty much just surges everyone else. But yeah, 5.3k gold on Qualifier. As I'm pretty sure he's trying to be really careful before with how much gold he has before he even thinks about buying anything. SNA going through top, and actually it's way too getting a MS Helper, which, like I said, might be crucial to stop Ash from dealing damage. I'm not sure. I know BKB just takes it off, but the disarm effect cannot be purged. So, that pretty much means that. Yeah, okay. I was wondering if I got a bug again. Talisman of Evasion suddenly belonging to way too. Some crazy reason, but so the Heaven's Halberd cannot be purged, and that's been for 2 patches, maybe 3 even. I'm pretty sure 2 though, which is 679. So that means you cannot just. No wait, you can just use BKB to take it off, I guess. I think it does make you magic, and speaking of BKBs, one gets picked up by X Mike. And Roche is going to get back up in less than 3 minutes. Double damage rune getting picked up by Kva. But something tells me he isn't going to find anyone to test it out on. As his damage is quite comparable to Tiny Sand. Okay, he actually finds a Fluff to kill off, grab his gem, and get away scot-free. I'm not really sure what was Fluff's plan right there. And Qualifier tries to catch Whitebeard, but Whitebeard gets caught Second Arrow. Okay, an inexplicable dust being used by was it IX Mike or oh, it was used by IX Mike so he can grab the gem. Never mind, makes sense. But yeah, that's Qualifier dead, and does he have a buyback? Oh yeah, he does. I was about to actually talk about that, but still, oh, the top tier 3 for SNA is actually gonna hit quite hard. But Ash is there to take care of that. But yeah, Quakewa was able to actually take down Fluff and Whitebeard before he gets caught out. I'm not sure why he stayed there for this long. I mean, okay, he got 2 kills, but now he was pretty much stopped from farming for 110 seconds or so. And a satanic pickup by Tiny. Demonic Purge being used by on Pegasus as he gets demolished. Oh, that's actually... How many gems are there in this game? I'm not sure if it's only the same two or if there are more. But yeah, Satanic will allow for Ush, well, if he gets to deal damage. Like I said, I'm pretty sure BKB still purges. Well, I'm not sure if what BKB does with debuffs is a purge or just like takes them off. I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, Roshan is actually going to be back up, and Liquid knows that SNA. Okay, that's the Bane buyback, which pretty much stops the Roche attempt dead. And multiple BKBs being used. Ike's Mike falls before he even uses his BKB. Way 2 buys back as he promptly dies. Ush became a pig and has to run away. He already uses his BKB, which was quite short. Tolsan Koikfa. SNA actually going to fall. Is Koikfa going to get killed? Probably not, as Ush gets halberded and Fiend's Grip. Even though he was forced stabbed to safety. Okay, the Satanic being used, but he cannot hit anyone. So the Satanic is pretty much useless. Koikfa finishing up Disruptor, and Bulba dealing the last blow to Ush, who buys back. And okay, Ush buys back, but doesn't really have anything to do. Like, he pretty much walked into 5 enemy heroes all in his lonesome, and no one on SNA's team has buyback, as I missed another buyback from Nature's Prophet. I just realized I kept saying SNA without really making it obvious if I'm talking about the team or Nature's Prophet. Whoops. Oh well, you'll live. I'm pretty sure it's it was still the like eligible from context. But yeah, that's going to be a dead tier 3 on middle. As yeah, and Team Liquid actually uses this occasion to deal as much damage as they can to Sneaky Next Assassin's base. That's one tier 4, and that's another tier 4 going to fall. And is this actually going to be... yeah, this is actually going to be a GG, as SNA can't do anything about that. This was quite an exciting game, I have to say, with back and forths, with Team Liquid's ancient, maybe not open, but it's tier 4s being open for I think half of the Sodding game. Yeah, but ultimately SNA did too many mistakes. One of which would be the last buyback by Ush. I really don't know what was that about. Well, not the fact that he bought back, but what he did after he bought back, rather. Let's be clear on that. But yeah, remember that this is actually a best out of 3, but I'm not really able to gather up the energy to cast the second game. Nor the third game, if it happens. Who knows? Either way, this has been Double Player. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy watching the rest of the series.